Perfect. Let me make sure it's live. Because I think I have my whole back end set up, but
We'll do it live.
who said that? Who said that?
Homeboy, fucking the newscaster. What the fuck's his name?
Yeah, exactly.
No,
exactly.
stop. Bill O'Reilly.
Oh, I didn't know you would get that. I didn't know
There we
you
go.
were so influenced by Fox News.
Bill O'Reilly is my idol, man.
Oh, mine's Jeffrey Epstein.
I fucking hate Bill O'Reilly.
Man. Okay, I gotta find my pen. I gotta take a bunch of notes, as you know. Okay, though. This is your first comparison that you've done with me, and apparently
Yeah.
I had to explain it to you, so apparently you don't watch my videos at all.
It was it's the sped ed edition. Okay, it's the sped ed.
Right.
Well, you put a timer, and I thought it was the live. I was like, wait a minute, you're gonna be like you're gonna be 5 minutes late. That's what I thought. I thought StreamYard. I was new to StreamYard. Okay.
Right. Oh man, look who's in the chat. I can't pull it up on my StreamYard. It's Xavier Willis. Xavier Willis.
What's going on, X?
It was his birthday. Yesterday or the day before.
Oh man.
Yeah. So
Happy
wish him
day.
a happy 45th birthday. That's crazy. I can't believe that.
Hey, no, is he 45?
Yeah.
Just no fucking thing. He looks like he's 25, man.
Well, he's been looks maxing for a long time, but yeah, he's old. He's old. We'll let some more people file in, but man, have you seen Samson's new 6 weeks out update? Marcus I had to wait to go live a little bit because he creamed over the whole thing.
That's why we're about 2 minutes late, because I was trying to tell Dylan, like, dude, what the fuck are you talking about? What do you mean he's not going to win this year's Olympia? What are you talking about? What do you mean, Hottie?
Oh, man. That's not what I said. That is not what I said.
He was all about Derek. He was like, no, Derek's going to come in. He's going to come in with these big old lats, and it's going to be popping.
Is that what I sound like?
His glutes are going to be all striated.
Yeah, right. Okay. So we have a co-op comparison today. For those that don't know, that is when I take a friend, or loose term, a friend, and right,
an islandee,
right, a client, you could say.
Exactly. Yeah.
And we go through a comparison. We have a time limit. We'll get more into the rules, but basically it's a comparison between two pals, two chums. What did you say? Would you call us pals?
I mean, at this point, I'd call us like best friends, man.
Well, to be fair, you did give me your number and told me to do some heinous things in the DMs.
Yeah. I mean, it's just I wake up to these random messages and just like.
Did I send you a picture of the limo that took me to the gym?
I did, and I was like, wait a minute, that's not no. You were trying to attract. It was the first week of school, homecoming's coming up. You were trying to attract your little neighbor, little neighbor kid, 16 years old. Hey, look at this, we can go to homecoming in this. Where's your crochet? What's the little shit's called? It's not a crochet.
right. You're right. And mind you, this was just yesterday that I was going to prom. Anyway,
what would I try and pick up X for his birthday?
Shit. Apparently, he says in the chat that he was I was intoxicated last night. I'm 36, FYI. Right. Okay.
X, anyway. Don't listen to him.
Anyway.
Look a day over 26, man.
So, Marcus, you've been part of this series I've been doing. The 20 greatest bodybuilders of all time, best bodybuilders of all time. And we're going to rank their peak physiques after we get through everything. And we're going to have a final top 20 of the best physiques ever. What I'm getting hung up on, I'm already looking ahead towards like the final list because we still got 2 more decades to go through. We're live on Tuesdays, by the way, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. But I'm already looking ahead to the list because I'm simultaneously very excited, but very frustrated, perhaps pretty nervous, sexually frustrated, you can say. And I need to know what really is tripping me up are a lot of these, like, I hate to say it, maybe mid-tier guys. Not that Dexter Jackson and Samson Dauda are mid by any means. Like, they're being considered for the top 20 greatest physiques ever. But I need to know how a lot of these middling, not so good physiques, like guys like Dorian, Jay, Ronnie, Phil are obviously going to be at the top of the list. I don't necessarily need to think about them. But guys like Hottie, Samson, William Bonac, Dexter Jackson, these guys need some more consideration from me. So I actually think this is a pretty even matchup on the surface of it, and I'm going to have to do more of these. So we're going to compare the best version of Dexter Jackson, which in my mind is 2009. You could say 07, 08, 2009. They're all fairly similar. And then for Samson, for right now, his best version was last year's Mr. Olympia. So we're going to compare their two best versions in my normal format. So what we have is we're doing normal scorecards. And aren't you glad I made yours color-coded to the Muscle Maturity Podcast logo?
I saw that. Yeah, I like it.
Yeah, I saw you creaming over that too. But anyway, we're going to go through 2 rounds of judging. The first round of judging is the 8 mandatory poses. We'll have 15 minutes to go through 8 mandatory shots. And Marcus will be using a 2, 3, and 4 point system. If it's a narrow win for someone, they're going to get 2 points in that shot. A solid win, 3 points, and then a blowout win, 4 points. Same point system applies to the second round of judging, just on the 4 overall physique categories: overall muscularity, condition, shape, and flaws. And then at the end, we'll calculate the totals, add our totals together, and then average them, and then we'll have a winner. I think this is going to come down to the wire. What are your first impressions?
I think when it comes to flaws, Dexter has far less than Samson. Far less flaws than Samson. However, I do think that I might be edging it a little bit here and there at Samson. First glance, not going at looking at it, because I can easily be persuaded in these, especially with I don't know if you saw Dylan's fucking 24 karat HD footage of Dexter from 09. But he looks like a brawling Minecraft fucking character. So
yeah, he does.
So it's gonna be a little hard.
The pictures are pretty good, but the video footage, I like to include some type of video footage, and the video footage this time around just wasn't as good. But anyway, Marcus, do you have any questions about the rules?
No, man. 2, 3, 4. 4 is fucking an ass kicking, and 2 is we couldn't decide. A little narrow.
Oh, someone says the Project Bodybuilding logo on the scorecard is fire. That's gonna be my new logo. I haven't changed my profile pic yet because I'm putting it on more of my videos on this channel so people can get used to it. But this is gonna be my new logo. Pretty hot.
Nice, yeah. Looks like you're on the team, man.
Right.
Come join OSL. Got the retro vibes going.
Ooh, I love the retro. Anyway, I'm gonna put 15 minutes. I figured out on StreamYard I couldn't put 2 media elements on the screen at the same time, so I'll have to keep track of it via my phone, which is cutting out.
Via
That's
your
weird.
fucking desk chair.
It's weird how it's cutting out, even though like this isn't a green screen. That's really weird. But yeah, I'll mark 15 minutes here, and you'll just have to trust me on the time.
Yeah,
but that's what it is.
Like? Show your phone again.
It's the red one.
Oh, thought I saw some shit.
It's an older one. I don't know. Saw some shit. Okay, funny story. Before we begin, I worked at a gym one time, as most people in this space do at one point or another. So I worked at this gym, and these two this overweight couple walks in. They're younger though. They couldn't have been older than like 25, 28, somewhere in there, mid-20s. And they walk in, right? And this guy is a neckbeard. I couldn't believe he got a girlfriend, but I guess they're both a little portly, so it just makes sense. But I mean, he looked like the Boogie guy from the YouTube, from the YouTuber Boogie 2988 or whatever the numbers are after it. The fat neckbeard dude, okay? And I shit you not. We set him up with a marriage membership. They get a package deal. And I swear, I didn't even want to touch it. He slides me an anime wrapped credit card. He took the time to get a custom credit card of some anime waifu. And his wife is just there in horror, looking at me trying to take this card and swipe it. But anyway, completely off topic. I licked the card afterwards.
So I went to the gym to work out. I
Right.
fucking stare at,
Right. Right. Anyway. How does this look? That looks pretty good.
Yeah, it looks nice, huh?
Okay. 15 minutes. on the clock. Can you handle yourself?
I'm gonna try to. I'm a long-winded fuck, dude. So I gotta.
Yeah, you got to keep it snappy. That's
Yeah,
the thing. And remember, margins 2, 3, or 4 points.
so 2 is very close. Just fucking neck bearded it.
Okay, you're gonna have the first pose. We'll get that out of the way before I start the timer. But 15 minutes are on the clock. 3, 2, 1. Who do you have winning the front double and why?
Dexter. Overall, just the amount of muscle you see. The arms. When we want to talk about flaws, Samson arms, even though they're so big, triceps are huge, you just can't see much of anything to where you see just about everything for Dexter. The lats are still great. Even though it looks like Samson's legs are a good bit bigger, Dexter's is still popping. You see the deep separation. To me, this is a easy win for Dexter.
Easy win, my ass. Okay?
It would be a 3 in my. Well, what is 3? What is 3 again?
That's a solid win. That's a solid win. That's middle of the road.
It'd be a 2 then. It'd be a 2.
Okay, good. When I was putting this together, I initially thought Samson. I was drawn in by the smaller waist on a big man. That's what makes the shape so impressive. I think the shape itself is just like, it's like high B tier, normal A tier. It's not like S tier. That would be like Andrew Jack, Flex Wheeler. But what makes it so impressive is that he's 300 pounds and tall with this type of shape. But with that said, I do prefer the substance of Dexter, and he has the goods. The arms on him, they're real. they're real. I like the lats, they're better. The midsection is great, but I do like Samson's vacuum more. But
my only caveat: if they're standing right next to each other on stage,
yes, imagine that.
Is Samson going to be outsizing this guy by too much to where we are stupid for even saying Dexter right now?
This is a concept that will run throughout this entire comparison. I'll give it to him here.
Yeah, that's how I feel. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it'll become clear. I think our answer that will become clear as we move on. But anyway, let us move on. We both had the same score on that one.
Yeah.
Front lat spread. Quite the turn. Dexter's worst pose. Now that I think about it, yes, definitely his worst pose.
I know the old school cats would love that them feet just hugging each other, them thighs all close together. Pause, but
yeah, except they really shouldn't be. His legs aren't. His legs really aren't that impressive. I got to be honest, especially
he's trying to get this Ronnie on, but
also, did you know what he's doing with his trunks is illegal in the rules of the IFBB? You can't hike the trunks up. Did you know this?
I mean, there'd be a lot of girls arrested at this point if that was the case.
It's a rule on the books. It's a rule on the books. But to me, the pendulum not only swings, but swings even further than where Dexter had it, respectively. This is all the way into 3-point territory for Samson. I won't go 4 because Dexter still looks solid. He's going to look solid in every single pose. That's why he's like very hard to place in the top 20 physiques of all time. Yeah. But Samson, superior structure-wise, superior lats, superior width, better leg, pretty much better everything, except arms and delts. And that's on the back burner for a pose like this. Are you going 3?
I damn near want to go 3.5, but I can't. I keep it 3.
Oh, 3.5. Where have I heard that number before?
Where have you heard that number?
Okay,
that's all it takes. That's all it takes is 3.5. Give you all that false confidence.
This is the pose that I really wanted to look at. Side chest, I'm a sucker for Dexter, but the problem is he's just going to be a lot smaller than Samson. Yeah. I actually think I made Dexter too big for this comparison, but I'd rather overshoot for him, a legend, than overshoot for Samson. But
a legend in the making.
Exactly. The problem is he's just so tall and also fills out the frame at the same time. Dexter fills out the frame, and he has the striations in the delts, the fullness in the pecs, better side leg. I'll give him that, better cuts. And I think the 09 photos don't do him as much justice as we'll see later in the video.
Yeah.
But I think I'm just forced to go with Samson here.
Yeah. I wish I answered this one first. I think it's a 2 for Samson. I don't want to give it a 3. That side leg on Dexter is crazy. You can tell that you don't see many side legs that have that type of detail.
You should come over to my place. I'll show you a third leg.
Well, you're all 3.5. It's my third. It's my strong hand.
I hate your impression of me. So you're going 2 points here. 2 points.
Yeah, 2 points. 2 points. We're on time of it. 2 points. Samson's gonna just outsize him like a motherfucker. So yeah.
Okay. What about this? Now, caveat: this is Dexter from 08. I know, but it's his actual Olympia win. Like I said, 07, 08, 09, there's hardly any difference. So I think it's okay to run with it. It was the best pick. I think that's why I used this. But you can have this first one since I took the last one.
Samson. Easy. Easy.
That's surprising though, isn't it?
Yeah, that's 100%, because I think for the longest time we're sitting there not thinking Samson has this great back, and I think slowly but surely we're seeing, especially 2024, with that little bit more shred and conditioning we saw, his back double and back lat spread has come up so far. Hamstrings are dug the hell out.
Okay.
They are dug out.
Stop the glazing.
Dug out. They are dug out. Look at Dexter's.
I got to show you this. Side note: Muscle Insight did this video, this post. Great really content, cool. By the way. I think cool. Samson's back is underrated.
Oh, so we're on the same team.
I think it's underrated. Now, 100%. I don't think the entire pose is that good because his lower body is not that. I have Dexter winning the lower body pretty much just on condition because Samson is bigger, certainly in the calves. But yeah, Dexter, his back, a lot better lats. And I like the fullness to them. I've never seen such prominent lats on a rear double. But in terms of the 3D-ness and the thickness of the upper back, even the delts and arms aren't as convincing on Dexter, even though they're probably his strongest point.
Yeah.
Are you making this 3? I think I still got to make it 2 because there's absolutely nothing wrong with Dexter. It's just Samson has a little more of that bubbliness and all these, that 3D quality.
I think if there was a lineup, there'd be 4 people between Samson and Dexter at this point. So I'm making this a 3. And I think it's crazy that you don't think I'm aside from like the little bit of glute shred, whatever you want to call it, striations in the glutes. Yeah, I think that Samson's legs look pretty great, all things considered.
You're giving this to Samson with 3 points.
With a 3.
That's insane. Someone even say retarded.
You know what? I think it's retarded to sit there and say that Dexter's lower, the hamstrings, the lower body looks better right now when it looks like his adductors can't even withstand.
To be fair, cop out incoming. I think the lighting, I think the camera quality is perhaps better. Maybe the lighting. I can't decide which excuse I want to use. But okay, let us be fair. This isn't 08. This isn't 09. This is 08.
Oh, I mean 08, 09.
Anyway,
the leg width of Samson is. I mean, come on. Look
I'm going to show you leg width. As you can see, Dexter is a little sharper here and 09 in the rear. Rear pose. Yeah. But I think the lighting for Dexter.
No wonder you were talking about that shit for him.
Yeah. It was it's a little too bright. I think it like overexposes Dexter. Like I think if the shadows were turned up a little bit or the lighting wasn't so bright, you'd see even more of those glute feathers and how dry he is. I think he'd be just as dry as Samson. I think that's a fairly inconspicuous thing to assume. But I also have Samson losing the back as well. But this is the thing. Pound for pound, Dexter has the better back. But on a real stage, does Samson win just because he's wider overall, bigger overall? Dexter's wide and thick himself, but like he's not almost 6 foot. In fact, he's like half a foot shorter than 6 foot.
Yeah. So who you edging with from this one?
I couldn't decide who to edge out. You know what? For top to bottom balance and completeness, I think I'm gonna go with Dexter just because Samson's lower body looks mid isn't even the word. I think it's below mid. Would you that Christmas tree? Imagine finishing on that Christmas tree.
You're so funny.
You know, Xavier was telling me he used to finish on all these bikini girls on their backs specifically for the Christmas tree.
He's the decorated.
You're right. He used to say,
Put
"Bye,
little
guy."
ornaments all over
He
it.
used to tell his friends, "Bye, boys. I'm gonna go deck the halls." I can't believe that. I wonder if his girlfriend knows that. But anyway, I'm giving this to Dexter, but like that's narrow. And like on a real stage, I can easily be convinced otherwise.
Yeah. You have it, that. Yeah, it's a 2 for Dexter though. It can't be, because the fact is, if they were on the same stage, I do think that Samson might be winning. However, we can't have that right now. So with
We
the
could.
overall just conditioning, I mean, true. I mean, shit. Dexter can get up there, what, 54, 50, whatever he is, 55.
I think he's going to be 56.
There we go. Yeah, but just the overall, just yeah, and I agree. The upper back is just his back in general is looking a little bit better than Samson.
You got to
in
say
this
though,
picture.
Samson once again holds up with Dexter in the back, and Dexter's a lot better than he was in the rear double, and Samson's still holding up.
Yeah.
So anyway,
I hate to give this one to Dexter.
but you're doing it with 2 points? Is that what I heard you say?
Yeah, if we can't go lower, it's 2 points.
Yeah, we can't go lower. Here we have the side tricep. And let me tell you, there's a little over 4 minutes on the clock. What do you think about the side tricep?
Samson's
right.
arms look incredible. A lot of
Do
size.
they?
Yes. His tricep looks incredible. Dexter's look crazy as well, and the shoulders look awesome on Dexter. Traps are kind of Dexter's killing it with the traps. Chest size for Samson. Abs are lacking compared to Dexter. This is a very tough pose for me.
It's
This is
close for
tough.
me. I wouldn't say tough. It's still close, but I got to go with Dexter. I don't think Samson's arm looks that impressive. I mean, I get the size factor. I get that his horseshoe's bigger, but the quality is severely lacking on Samson. At the same time, Dexter is hammering it home. And he can hammer me in my home. But Samson has like zero. He doesn't have like zero. He has 0 striations in the delt. Dexter certainly does. More separation in the tricep and bicep. The pecs are something I can definitely give to Samson. Best chest out there today. Abs, you definitely got to go. The whole midsection, waist size, oblique detail, the shreddedness of the abs, just how good they look, how symmetrical they look. That goes to Dexter. And the side leg probably has to go to him as well. Samson is just him. It's just Dexter, slightly bigger, but a little more muddled. I'll take the sharper Dexter. And again, I said this in the side chest. I think it'd look even better if the lighting wasn't so bright in his photo. 2 points for me for Dexter.
2 points for me for Samson.
You're a faggot.
Fuck you. The fact that my issue is the side chest. I gave it, and I still feel like all these poses Samson would be winning if they were on stage. So
we can save some time here. I'll give Samson 3. I'll give Samson a point off of Dexter's. So Dexter gets 3 points because Samson's abs are like okay. But I mean, Dexter's one of the best of all times in the abs and thighs. Samson's legs are muddled, murky. And then Dexter's abs. I mean, you can light a match on those puppies.
Yeah, this is a no-brainer.
You're going 3, or do you dare to go 4?
I would not go 4. I will go 3.
No, I'm gonna go 3. Anyway, less than 2 minutes on the clock. We have 2 versions of the most muscular to get to. So consider both of them in your overall scoring.
Please.
First, we have the crab. What do you think?
I think Dexter looks impressive.
But he's smaller. But I think that works to his advantage. More real muscle. Samson has these lumpy delts. Dexter has these crazy grainy striations. They look disgusting in a good way. Very full arms, real looking arms. No gut. Can't say the same about Samson. Bundled legs. What would you give just this one, points wise? Before we get to the other one, just this one.
Because of the size of Samson, and I know, like, look, we just saw Joe on stage against some fellas, Jordan Hutchinson, yada yada, where the overall size wins it for me. Pause, but that's why on stage Samson could easily be the victor. However, in these pictures, Dexter just looks too crazy for me to.
I give Dexter this with 2 points, but when we turn it around, Samson wins this one.
This is Samson. Yeah, this is Samson easily. And this is what I'm talking about as far as the size. Look at the size difference.
Yeah, and I think I made Dexter a little bit too tall, if anything.
Yeah, he was short. I saw him in person, short as shit.
Oh, I'm gonna tell him you said that.
I'll tell him myself. He is a very short little guy. He's short. He's short.
Okay.
Granted,
Overall,
I saw him retire. I saw him like retirement mode. But
all right,
this gives me enough to know I'm the most muscular Samson.
With the margin of
On this shit, fucking 3.
both
Easily.
of them combined. Average both together.
This is a 4. The other one's a 2.
So you're going
I'll
3.
go 3.
Okay, time is up, so I get no more explanation. But I will say I'm going with Samson with 2, just because I don't think that crab was that good.
Fair, respectable.
But you go 3, probably on a real, like, you can go back and forth, but yeah. It's just the size on a real stage. But anyway, time to go to the second round of judging. Oh man. Okay, I have to say, Dexter. Okay, let's just pause it right here. Dexter is made shorter than he is in the photos because the video from 09 is like squashed. It's stretched. So he looks wider and bigger than he should be. So to counteract that, I try to make him a little shorter. Samson's video is just real, and the lighting is arguably worse. And Dexter's probably aided by the fact that it's an older camera, older video, and the sharpness is turned up. The contrast is turned up. A lot of these older videos just to help these guys out, but no one really wants to admit that.
Oh God, yeah, 100%.
So we have the 4 categories. Do you remember what they are?
Muscularity, flaws, definition,
conditioning,
and shape.
Yes. Okay. So I will say one thing I want to explain. Muscularity is the most complicated one because it involves completeness, pound for pound muscularity, and overall muscularity. Because muscularity, it's not just about who's the biggest, especially if you're someone like Samson. Anyway, we'll get into it. 5 minutes on the clock, unless you have questions.
No, I mean, so it's all still 2, 3.
Oh, so 4, you do have questions?
Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4 still.
Yes.
All right. Go ahead. Start that clock.
Okay. 3, 2, 1. You can have. Well, let's keep watching the video. You can shout out a category. I can tell you my first one. Condition is going to be 3 points to Dexter.
All right. Muscularity is going to be 4 for 5.
No.
I'm joking. Muscularity 3 for Samson.
I would agree because a lot of people say completeness wise, like, oh, Dexter's one of the most complete out there. Was he really any more complete than Samson? What do you think?
No, dude. No. I mean, this is the thing. The conditioning for Dexter is crazy, and it is kind of, washing Samson a little bit, but people are sleeping on Samson's ability to be called complete. This dude's getting fucking more and more complete every day.
Yeah. Oh, yes, I couldn't agree more. I mean, he has me on his rotation.
Exactly.
That's a complete roster. What do you think about the condition disparity? I don't think it's like that big, but just big enough to do 3 points.
Yeah, I agree. There's no way it's a fucking ass whipping or like just a knockout punch, but it is. You can give that a 3, but the thing is, as far as muscularity goes, I think that there's more in favor of Samson than the difference in conditioning.
Not only is he a bit bigger, but he's pretty much equally as complete.
He's complete, yeah. To be 300 fucking plus pounds and to just look at the most muscular here, man. It's to me, this is an easy overall matchup, and I hate to say that because that sounds so stupid. It sounds dumb. I get it. It sounds dumb.
It does.
I know. I understand. That's what I'm saying.
You're stupid.
I'm. You know what? My mom told me I need to stop telling myself that. She doesn't like when I call myself stupid. So I don't appreciate that, man. But Samson, yeah, I think Samson. Now, granted, I will say flaws. That's where Samson does get hurt a little bit.
because there are a few nitpicks. I don't have anything that really stands out to me, but I can tell you a couple.
Go ahead.
Gyno, a little bit here and there. You can't deny me that milker, okay? And then also the delts in different shots, they look a little too pointy, lack a lot of detail. And even the gut at times can be let go. I think this is the best iteration of it though. But also, I would give Dexter 2 points anyways for just being one of the most flawless physiques ever.
Very true. Yeah.
But I'm not doing anything more than 2 points to Dexter. I think that is a bit much. Samson has little things, but I don't think they're that bad.
No.
Are you going 2 points, or are you continuing your Dexter glaze?
Fuck Dexter glaze. I'm if anything, I'm on Samson's team at this point.
Yeah, really. So what do you think? Flaws? Who's winning? As in who has the least amount of flaws?
A very narrow win for Dexter.
Mm.
But now, granted, okay, is the fact that he doesn't have the same size as Samson a flaw? Because if we're talking on stage,
this is more like unsightly things that can't be factored into the other things.
Yeah, then it's easy for Dexter as far as we got to slide him to 2 because he's a damn near flawless physique. I mean, he has a perfect nickname for him. It's just sharp, smooth, everything.
And then shape. What do you think about the shape? We can do ties here. We can't do that in the mandatories, but we can do ties here. I think I got to make it a tie. Because, I mean, like, for open bodybuilding purposes, Samson's structure is bigger, but, I mean, like, is him having a smaller waist really going to be that big of a differentiating factor that he ultimately has the better shape? I don't think so. Not against Dexter Jackson, who's one of the most proportionate physiques ever.
I mean, aside from Andrew Jack, dude, this is Samson. To me, as far as shape in bodybuilding, Samson has the best shape, especially of today. He has the best shape. I think as far as silhouette shape, what I want from my Mr. Olympia champion is Samson. If not that, next it would be an Andrew if it could be as complete when he turns and different things. But I'm going Samson.
2 points.
Man, I damn near want to say 3.
Are you going to say 3?
Yeah, I'm gonna say 3.
That's retarded. That is retarded.
That's
retarded. Okay, well, can't take it back. Can't take it back. Timer's off.
Fuck it. Fuck you.
Yeah, you would. You would. Let me fill out the scorecard again. I only wrote these ones down. This is your scorecard. Muscularity.
I got to give you credit for keeping track.
I'm quick with it.
I bet.
What is that supposed to mean?
I mean, take it how you will. I could be crediting you for being really good in school and like just
I heard you take it up the ass.
You know what? I seem to think that people with 3.5, 4 or belows can't really speak on anything going up.
4 or belows.
I'll give you 5. You just we can say 5 and you're still gonna have trouble. Pause.
Okay, let me grab my calculator. Calculator. So what people need to realize is that this scoring system is the best in business. I'll tell you what. 1, 2, 7. So basically, what I do is add up the tallies. In the first round of judging, the mandatories is worth two-thirds of the scoring because it's the most important, and the other one is worth 1/3 of the scoring. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, that's 13.
I'm reading the comments, and
yeah, read some comments.
King, you got to admit, Samson's legs are better than Dex from the front and back. I agree. Dylan's smoking on whatever the fuck Epstein's giving him.
Okay, from the back is questionable. From the front, sure. From the side, no. I'll die on this hill. Dexter, Samson's bigger, but I love Dexter's side leg.
Italian Cypress, I give Blade the most muscular based on traps alone. If you're talking about the crab shot, I understand why you said that his fucking traps are Cobra, like pretty nutty, but I still the overall most muscular for Samson is just it's crazy.
Yeah, but
his legs are sharper, but
Dexter's just small.
Yeah, that's it.
That is just kind of it. That is just kind of it.
He's gonna be dwarfed next to Samson, and I say it with all due respect.
Read a couple more. I'm almost done here.
Unless
you completely ran out.
That's how I've entered the gay chat. That's clearly bro, what is this footage? Facts, Milo. Dex 18 abs and thighs, incredible. True. Casper says 09 Dex top.
You're not saying that
of all time favorites. It's a great Dexter, the best Dexter.
What?
That's what he said. Casper 09 Dex top 5 of all time favorites.
Oh, his favorites.
Yeah, his favorites. I'm not gonna disagree with who his favorites are. Type of fucking.
No, I am. I don't think his favorites is who.
You're fucking wrong, Casper.
you have the wrong favorites.
No, I get why people would like Dexter. It makes sense. I get why people would have Dexter up there in their overall, like, best of all time. Maybe trying to get in that top 10. I get it. I'm not saying I agree, but I get it 100%. Kind of like what you were alluding to earlier. A lot of these guys, the Dexters, the Samsons, it's going to be very hard. And I think it's going to be a lot of people with hurt feelings once we get to that top 10, top 20 of all time. Because there's going to be some people getting knocked the fuck down a few pegs. Dylan knows what I'm talking about.
I know about the pegs.
Exactly. When it comes to, But I think some of these guys might be upset.
You had Dexter winning by you had Samson winning by way too much. I think when people see the score, they're going to think you're retarded.
It's okay. I'll accept it. I think Samson would mop Dexter.
Okay.
I do. I do. I think. No, okay, yeah, it is a bit much, but I do think that Samson's winning. I think I gave it 3 when I could have gave it 2. Whatever. Sue me. Fucking go unfollow me. It's fine, but
I'm gonna edge you.
Wait, who do you have? Let's hear what you.
Hold on, I'm almost done.
You can't tell I got a bias towards Samson. Come on, what the fuck?
I have a bias towards white people.
I always kind of got that from you.
Right.
I always
not really.
That from you.
I wonder if anyone will ever go through my scores and see how many times I compared black versus white and see who comes out on top more often than not.
This could be my mission now. Watch every white versus fucking minority person you have on here and just fucking come to find out you fucking have a disdain for Middle Eastern people, scoring them all over.
No, I think they're probably my favorite for bodybuilding. Middle Easterners.
Honestly, the in-betweeners are the ones I like the most. Yeah,
I'd say Middle Easterners and in between. They're half European, half black.
That's what I'm saying. Dominicans, middle,
Okay.
We even got the Brazilians coming up now. Add them to the mix.
Yeah. Anyway, let's take a look at your scorecard first.
All right.
Here's what you had. And as you can see, these are just your scores in the bottom.
Okay.
What we have there. Those are your totals.
Samson.
You had
and Dexter.
Clearly. That's insane.
I mean, the score, it's not on the score sheet yet. You got to switch over to the score sheet.
What do you mean I switched over to the score sheet?
You haven't yet. It's still on Dexter and Samson.
Sorry. I mean,
God damn.
Come on, man. show some respect.
Well, all right. For me, the big thing is going to be when you look at the actual mandatories, right? I got it.
Right.
3 to 5. That's respectable.
And then it just all fell up. Okay, you did not need to give 3 categories to Samson. Oh, I made an oopsie.
Yeah, see,
I made an oopsie. This should be 5,
and this should be 6.
Should be 6. Okay. Now we'll have to start all over again. I did an oopsie on my scorecard as well. Oh man, this is gonna go down to the wire.
Oh, we can give ties and shit. I didn't know that.
I said we can do that.
Oh, I wouldn't do that. That's a bitch move.
I think for the overall categories, it's warranted. Okay, or not. Anyway,
I was trying to think of what I can switch to a tie.
No, you can't switch.
No, I'm good. I'm happy with my scores. There was only one I said off the cuff. There was only one.
Which one was that?
I want to say I think one of the side shots I maybe could have.
Didn't you give the side try to Samson?
Yeah.
Sorry, I wasn't looking at the thing. I had to get it off my screen.
So that's the side, like, to where I think Dexter Jackson's side tricep is crazy. So
yeah, why would you do that?
Because I think that if they were both on stage, the pure size of Samson is just gonna, even though Dexter looks pretty flawless in that pose, especially the traps are popping, shoulders look crazy, as some of those are lacking for Samson in the sense of, like, he has a lot of shoulder size, not the same type of striation. Traps are nowhere near the size of what you can see with Dexter. So that's the only one I was really iffy. So if I can give that a tie, I would, but we can't on that side. So I'm fine. I'm fine with my answers. Respectable. 5-3, and then Dan, you're a tie on the other side.
Well, I got to redo your totals. I was wrong first time. Let me check here. 6-5. Right. So 6. Oh, wow. Yeah, you still had a more lopsided than me. I don't really know why. I didn't know you were such a Dexter hater. Okay, let me ask you this though. If this was back in the day, okay, let's say Dexter doesn't come up from 2009. Let's say let's say Samson goes back to 2009. Do you think that changes anything?
Say it again. I was reading the comments.
Okay.
I can't multitask. My bad. Say it again.
I think you're under the premise that Dexter would be coming up to 2024.
Yeah.
But what if Samson instead went back to 2009? Does that change anything for you?
No, because you had people who had that type of mass going on streaks in 2009. Jay Cutler.
Okay.
So
yeah,
I think if anything, it would depending on what the judges are, because I feel like throughout the last couple of years, say this decade alone, we've seen judges kind of lean a little bit more towards the conditioning overall, that to where all of a sudden they're a little more shape, a little more aesthetic, things like that. Kind of, I think with the classic physique coming up and what we're going for with that, I think that helped to mold a little bit as far as getting a tad away from conditioning to where we were getting so over fucking just conditioning was number one. If they don't got straight glutes, to where I think that's not the only thing that should be judged. I think it's obvious how you're saying it's muscularity, conditioning, shape, overall aesthetic, size.
So you don't think it'd help at all? You think it'd maybe perhaps make it worse for Dexter, as in Samson would win by even more if we send him back to 2009?
No. I don't think it would be any either more. I just think he would win.
He just wins flat out.
Yeah, both. I mean, well, I'm not going to grade it off the year as far as, like, because I'm in today, like my mindset is in today. And the issue is, if you go back, there was big guys who have been winning in the the 2010s and things like that. So I think that Samson would fit in.
Well, as you can see, I disagree with your scores, but I think if you just asked me my opinion, I would say Samson.
Wait, so you got you said, at least my scores go with my fucking opinion.
Okay, bro. Okay.
What is this?
Well, look, we're gonna average our scores together, right? But what do you think about my scorecard?
I think that if it was the other way around, like, I like your scorecard, just like I like mine. Damn, you gave them a tie. I feel like you did this shit prior. You gave them the tie. Like, that is beautifully done.
What do you mean I did that prior?
I just feel like you did it prior. I don't know. It seems preordained. There's a beautiful tie, 9-9 total.
Oh, and the mandatories, because I think they're pretty even across the mandatories. Like, let's go through them again. Well, I'll just go through them on my scorecard. We'll take a look at the actual slides after we average it together. But I mean, like, front double to Dexter, fine with that. Front lat spread definitely to Samson, fine with that. Side chest has to go to Samson just because he's bigger. Rear double, kind of the same difference. Rear lat spread to Dexter. Side tricep to Dexter. What did you gave the side tricep to Samson? I can see that. I think that's our main difference in the mandatories. I can definitely see that.
Yeah. I mean, we're going over shits and giggles at this point.
But I mean, But I mean, if you take a look at the chart, I mean, look how good Dexter looks.
In that side tricep, he looks really good. Just want to let you know, Xavier said Dylan is a walking contradiction.
And Xavier gets pegged, so we're not gonna entertain that guy.
Milo said, "You got to pull up your college grade calculator."
I did that. I did that behind the scenes.
Shout out to Milo. He's been in the chat, man, and he got a kitty
Milo,
cat as his picture.
He can get it.
Yeah, Milo seems like a cool dude. Got a good eye for bodybuilding. And Xavier, I agree wholeheartedly with any fucking slander to Dylan.
You guys worship me. Okay. Well, let me put the final scores up here.
Yeah, because I don't know what type of fucking.
So I had Samson winning. You had Dexter winning. So we average those together.
You wanna flip those a little bit? You had Dexter winning.
Oh, did I say it backwards?
Yeah.
I had Dexter winning. You
Yeah.
had Samson winning.
I had Samson winning.
Okay. Well, if you average those together, let me. Are you ready? Are you ready? You're gonna be on the edge of your seat. Oh, the final score being 54.1 to 45.9. Who do you think won? You can do the math. It's Samson Dauda, which that is our winner today. So if they both end up on the top 20 list, I'm putting Samson ahead.
Because you think that, right? I mean, we can look back at this in hindsight, and we assume both of us agree that Samson would be able to, at the very least, edge out Dexter Jackson, right? Let's not say an ass whipping, anything like that. Let's just fucking.
I would agree with the scores. The final scores, so 51.1 to 45.9. Rounding up, that's 55 let's round up in Samson's case. So it's 55 to 45. I would say that's about even. Do you think if these guys competed 100 times, Dexter would win about 45 times or about four times out of 10?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like they are close enough to where, like I said, we know with Samson, he's only had that conditioning where it's Olympia quality 2024. So you could damn near argue that Dexter might even edge a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? This could be much more equal, half and half type of thing. If we're going off of if we're not going off of 2024 Samson. So for instance, not knowing how he's going to show up 2025 or 2023. Exactly. So if we're going off 2024 alone, then I mean Samson wins 10 out of 10 times. If that's what we're saying.
10 out of 10 is crazy.
If we're your math don't make no sense right now.
I don't think you make any sense. In what scenario? In
2024
okay.
Samson.
Right.
Versus 2009
Dexter Jackson.
Yes. Okay. Now, those two, how they look, they're never going to change. They're always going to come looking that same way all 10 times.
That's not what we're saying. That's not what I'm saying. Because we're just comparing these versions in a vacuum. And I think if you line these up, let's say you lined it up, let's say it's not 100 scenarios in front of one person. Let's say it's this one scenario, 2024 versus 2009 in front of 100 people. I think about 55% of well-educated bodybuilding people would pick Samson. 45 would pick Dexter.
Now we're on.
Would you agree?
Now I agree with you. Yeah. Now I agree with you. Yeah. I thought you were saying our opinion on them stepping on stage 10 times in a row, looking like 2024 versus the 09 Olympia.
In this video,
Dexter, he got third.
In this video, the color of his trunks changed, and I can't tell if it's because of the green screen or it's because if they clipped the prejudging and finals together.
Oh yeah, they're definitely doing a little crazy flutter.
Okay, yeah. See, like watch, but they still look kind of black. Okay, but then they flipped to green.
Yeah, look at them. Look at them.
Right there.
Next is a shapeshifter. See, that's how he got them calves so much bigger.
No, I kind of like those emerald green trunks on him. I wouldn't mind washing them afterwards.
I think the best emerald trunks has to go to Big Ramy.
At the New York Pro? No.
No. His set one of the Olympia. Well, one of the Olympias he always wore the emerald. Emerald and then red.
But the way they glisten on Dexter's beautiful chocolate skin.
Milo Minx said, I wish Dexter had transparent trunks. I mean, whatever they were doing for this showing, that's what they were definitely trying to do.
That's kind of hot. Okay, let me show some video of Samson.
I keep hearing how these guys keep edging each other. I'm getting flustered over here. Facts. My trunks went from white to brown. I'm also a shapeshifter.
I hate Xavier so much. You know, looking at Samson, this is at the finals. It is just size matters, bro. And I know Marcus hears this a lot, but let me repeat it. Size matters.
Yeah, 100% agreed. And you know, that's coming from someone who's, you know, Dylan, you know, 3.5.
You said this earlier, and I had to go over it because I think we were still in the time. But you said Samson wins muscularity by more than Dexter wins condition, but they're still in the 3-point realm.
Yeah.
And I would agree with you. Like looking, and I really do think in real life, it just would be that lopsided.
Yeah.
They're still close. You know, Dexter's very complete, but I mean, he's 5'5". That's what is on Google, but I thought he was 5'6", and maybe weighed like 240s on stage. If that, probably no, that can't be right. What do you think? What do you think Google will say?
What will Google say about what, their size?
How much did Dexter Jackson weigh in 2000? We'll go 2008.
You say 247. What?
215. Muscle and Fitness says 233, which I'm more inclined to winning the 2008 Arnold Classic.
Okay, so yeah, we assume he was 235 plus, maybe no more than 240.
No, I would say 235 minus. I would say like
all season weight 235 is crazy to say that.
What does this even say? And I searched 08 because I figured because he won the Olympia that year, there'd be more news on it. But yeah. Get this stat. Get this. After 10 years, 8 top 10 Olympia finishes, and 3 Arnold Classic wins, Dexter Jackson has never been hungry for his first Olympia title. And this is published in September 23, 2008. So that's like just before the Olympia or just right after. That's like that same month. So he had 8 top 10 finishes at the Mr. Olympia before he won his first one.
That's crazy.
That is crazy.
Yeah.
Makes a fellow want to cream.
Yeah. I mean, it's a reason why, like I said, I understand why so many people would have Dexter in their top favorite.
If we were just judging legacy in terms of like who shows up more often than not, obviously we would pick Dexter. And I think even after Samson's career is done, we'll probably still be picking Dexter because he has one of the most decorated careers in all of bodybuilding. But that's not what we're judging. And also that's not how we're doing our list.
Yeah, no, because Samson wins.
Okay, look at these two guys in the chat. Not Dexter. Desktop Bodybuilding says, "What's up, Casey?" Casey Paulina. I'm pretty sure these two have a secret relationship going.
Not much, Zave, but hope you're doing good, bro. No, but hope you're doing, brother. You
can't tell me these two don't know each other.
I mean, do you know something I don't know?
Yeah. They follow each other on Instagram.
It sounds like Dylan's jealous of the relationship between
I am.
He fucking scorned X you.
Do you want to talk about, as a little bonus, do you want to talk about Samson today?
Yeah, 100%.
Okay. We can do that. You can do more than that if you want.
You're gonna talk about how Samson's, you know, I don't know. I hate talking about the Olympia sometimes, even though I love it, because it's so tough to say who, you know, everything. Because Hadi might come in and just fuck everything up. We don't know.
But what do you think about this update, though? I was impressed, thoroughly impressed.
Look at the quads. 6 weeks out.
I gotta see him from the rear. We gotta see that rear.
Look at the hamstring. Just dipping. all jokes aside, that looks really good.
For sure.
That looks like the side leg is look at this fucking calf. Samir would be so happy.
Now, I will say what I told you off screen, off the air. We always get a Samson update, or we're always really impressed with the updates from Samson like 6 and 4 weeks out, because he's a guy that like hardly ever gets flat, or even if he does get flat, his flat looks still like 10 times fuller than anybody else's. But the problem is Samson gets to like 6 or 4 weeks out and the condition hardly improves. He'll get a bit drier, for the actual show day, for the actual comp day, but the actual condition never like really improves past like 6 or 4 weeks out. So I love this update, but and I think would you say this is just as conditioned as last year? Not as dry, of course, because he's not on stage. He doesn't need to dry out. That'd be completely that would demolish his next week of prep if he just dried out for no reason. That'd be ridiculous. Yeah. But do you think condition wise he's on par with what he was in 2020 at the 2024 Olympia?
I mean, he's damn near. Put it as damn near there. I mean, and this is the crazy thing. We're watching this from a fucking cell phone, like some
true
couple rollback cell phone footage. I really want to see that whatever next up production of this right here, because I think we're going to see something even more telling to how he's going to look. That's wild. That's wild. Because this looks. I mean, and it's 6 more weeks.
Right. So if he's just as conditioned now, he could easily be more conditioned than last year with the 6 weeks he has to play with. But will he stall? Because at the Arnold, he didn't get better than his Olympia condition. And beforehand, he's never been in his Olympia condition ever. Yeah. And just his Olympia condition is what I would say was the bare minimum he needed to win. If he was any less conditioned, he wouldn't have won. And if he was more conditioned, he actually would have slammed the door. Yeah, like if Samson is just actually in great condition, there's no one that can beat him.
Yeah. I was like between both nights, I was literally on the edge of my seat. It's gonna be the most overused phrase for this fucking live is edge, but it was that close. It didn't know. And obviously, I'm somebody who I got my bias. I like Samson because I think he brings what I think bodybuilding needs, which is more than just one thing. He checks a lot of boxes. So I do feel like if he was to bring a little bit more conditioning, which this gives us a really good insight on what we could see, but kind of how you're saying, could he just reach that stalemate, not get any better, things like that? But this is it's a good sign. Cause I saw a picture of Hadi and I'm like, oh shit, it made me all of a sudden jump on the Hadi train. So
is that right? Yeah. Is that right? Is it recent?
It was within the last
was it a video?
Yeah.
Was it this?
No, I think it was within the last couple of days. But I mean, even this, like
I think you're not all there.
It was on Homeboy's shit. Nick Strength.
Oh,
it was on his.
I don't watch this garbage.
I figured you would be in that hater club.
Okay. Well, I gotta say, if Samson can improve on this, he's Mr. Olympia once again. Did we predict him to win in our predictions?
I believe so. I believe so. And I think we had, was it Derek second? I believe it was Samson, Derek, Hadi, Nick. Maybe it came out like that, even though that's not I don't think that. But
are you disagreeing with the pairwise comparison?
Well, yeah, because I'm like biased as fuck. I'm like, it's my way or the highway.
That's the whole reason you use the pairwise comparison.
But I loved it. I'm not gonna like all bullshit. I loved that because it definitely put it to where like you really couldn't be mad at how it came out. You couldn't. Like that's a very respectable situation. My only whatever is we have no idea how. Like I think just Nick and Hadi coming in are just gonna be the ones that really throw everything off for me in the sense of like. I feel like Samson and Derek are going to be right next to each other.
Yeah.
Wherever they land, I think they're going to be right next to each other. That could be second and third, first and second. I think they might be right next to each other.
Okay. Well, great update. Made me cream. But
I mean, fucking look at the legs, man. Look at this.
That's enough of that. Great comparison today, huh?
Yeah, I like it. I like
We
it.
should do more of these. I'm trying to go live more.
Yeah, I want to be in on the Derek and Samson one. 23 and 24.
Okay.
I don't care who else joins. I want to be in on that one so I can talk about how much I think Samson won.
Oh, yeah, Derek is one of the worst Mr. Olympias of all time, of course. But it's a nice little review.
I like it. Yeah. Shout out to Derek and shout out to Samson. Shout out
No,
to Xavier. Happy belated birthday.
Mr. Willis. He's 45, you know.
45 looking like 25 and probably
Hold
really
on.
36 like he said in the chat.
He's not 36.
Damn Funk says, so you're saying Derek will be gifted another placing?
Probably. Let's take a look at what we have. Oh, seriously spoiled by this woman. I wish there was a way I could dislike an Instagram post. I am so serious. If there's anyone I hate, it's Xavier Willis.
I think it's because secretly you want to be able to express yourself the way that Xavier comes across. You want to be able you want to be able to like that is a beautiful life that he is showcasing right there. Got the kids.
You are gay. You are gay. You like men. That's a beautiful life he's showcasing.
I like a great family relationship.
Hold on, Xavier's calling. Oh, you want Marcus to zip it up when he's done? Okay, I'll tell him.
Yeah, the real Xavier said jealous lover. that's what X said. He said jealous lover. That's what it sounds like.
Jealous lover. Okay. Well, that's gonna do it for us, folks. We're gonna be doing more lives. For the rest of the time, I'll be alive. I wanted to start live streaming because I've really liked live streaming our series, you know.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean,
our
then we
series.
can catch you like you can't delete your racist shit no more. Anytime that it
Right,
pops out, you know,
right.
your inner slips out, you know, we can't
Exactly.
edit it. You're gonna have to get your Bill O'Reilly on. Look fucking crazy.
So I'm going to try to start streaming a couple times a week. We'll see how it goes. A lot of comparisons to do before we get to the Olympia. My Olympia series will be in full swing starting tomorrow. I've already done a few matchups, but like I have my Olympia list. You can't see it because
you're trying to hide what you have behind you.
No, the beautiful city of Chicago.
Yeah. Screaming children. Why couldn't they be mine?
Oh, we have a super chat. I can't pull up my chats on StreamYard for some reason. They just aren't loading. But we do have a super chat.
Yeah, you got the EBT edition.
Casey, and he told me how to pronounce this bitch ass name. It was Pavlina. Okay, bro. Okay. Thanks for making the weight for pegging better. Can you read that?
Thanks making the weight for pegging better. I think
so he's waiting to get pegged and he wanted some entertainment while he waits. This is what he watched as entertainment.
He gave you an attaboy. He said he likes your Ebonics reading. Yeah, this time is a lot better as UK pay piggy. Attaboy Dylan. Desktop said his family name. Down bad hopes up says going all the way to the back to watch the whole thing. Just want to say love the content.
Shout out I love you. I love you.
That man. Casey said he's drinking red wine and waiting, which see,
funny thing is, I don't think Casey's joking.
Casey knows you. Casey knows that's your flavor right there. Some red
I don't drink at all. I've never drank in my life. I would pull up Casey's Instagram right now, but I don't want to embarrass him.
You never drank in your life?
No, why would I?
I can't say if you're lying on me. I can't. That's one thing.
Never have.
Never have.
Never have.
Good little Christian boy.
You should kill yourself. I can't say that. I'm live.
Hey, well, you want to? I've never drank either in life. Never drank. Never smoked.
That's not true. You look like you've smoked a bunch of weed. Actually,
I never drank. I never smoked in my life.
I
never done a drug.
No.
That's fucked up.
You know what? We should pull up Casey's Instagram if he wants to talk all this.
Pull it up. He said, you can do it, Dylan. What does Dylan know about Wagwan? I'm mid physique and autistic in nature.
You
felt that way.
okay? You guys will see this, and you will question if Casey is even a man. I'm dead serious.
He got the androgynous name.
Androgynous. Okay.
Ambiguous.
He doesn't even follow me, by the way.
Hey, points.
Okay, this is him now. This is him now. He kind of looks like Stephen Ogg, I told him.
We still got fucking Dexter and Samson on our screen.
Hey, give me 2 seconds.
You go cut your StreamYard grass. Don't get copyright struck. Dylan got the 2020 pics.
Okay, here we go. He looks normal now. I need the photo of. Okay. He looks unique. Let's say that.
Hey,
I wouldn't say bad. I wouldn't say bad.
You know, wouldn't say bad. I wouldn't say bad. Just because I can't grow a mustache like that.
Okay. Stephen Ogg. This is the guy Trevor was based off of in GTA 5. He was Simon in The Walking Dead. Okay. This guy with blonde hair and 20 years younger is just Casey. Am I wrong?
I mean, Casey, you are don't listen to Dylan. I think Dylan likes doing that little weird, like, you know,
hold
Dom
on,
and you know, he's trying to.
Marcus, please defend this.
What do you mean? This kid's a model.
We're not done. What about him when he's in the part of the trench coat mafia?
That is a dope jacket right there. Shout out to Casey's jacket.
We're not even done. I haven't even made it to the worst one yet. And this isn't it.
I do a lot of I mean, come on. See, Dylan went to his local, you know, grocery store, the Piggly Wiggly. He went, got a lot of Hubba Bubba gum. He's trying to do his own little, you know, mewing thing. He went and he got a bunch of Hubba Bubba, and he's just, you know, I see him before screen. He just
I gave up on
the alphabet with it and all that. A, B, C, D.
I'm an incel. Benjamin leaves us a $9.99 super chat. Thank you, Benjamin.
Desktop said Casey got a Jigga Chad jaw. Yeah, do, man. Good looking dude. Good looking fella.
Okay, hold on. Casey says, I stopped being vegan in December. Yeah, I think that's what really helped, to be honest. I'm not even joking. Marcus, what is this perks of having a trash pullout game? He had some inbred dog child? What's being implied here?
Yo, white people do like kissing their dog on the lips.
Yeah, you're like black adjacent, so I know you have an issue with that. Black people always have an issue with kissing the dog on the lips, which I don't necessarily disagree, but it's, you know. Okay, are you ready for the worst one? Are you ready for the worst one?
Is that his girl?
No, I think that was like his mom. Marcus, try to defend this one.
Yo, you see, you know what it is? You're jealous of the dog's nut sizes. I know that's what it is.
I didn't see that.
You see the dog, you're jealous, man. You're jealous. You know he's working with more than 4 or 5.
Okay. Hold on. Oh, I can't put a poll in the chat from StreamYard. Oh, I was gonna ask if people thought he was gay. Look, you can't defend this. And I asked him today. When I got up in the wee hours of the morning to take my limo to my private gym, I asked him, did you get more ladies as a twink or as you do now as like a Chad, right? A Giga Chad. And he told me it was actually more when he was a twink, which I expected. The ladies nowadays just love those feminine men. You know what it is? I don't know what it is, but do you know? Are you familiar with this phenomenon?
Like boys being more feminine?
Right. Like a lot of younger women like are into the K-pop scene, or even into like these weird like Latino Edgar types, both of which are very feminine.
I feel like everything that comes out of your mouth just feels racist.
I don't know.
These Koreans with their jaw structure, these These little.
That's what's
thick-headed
weird about them.
Mexican
They have like masculine jaw structures, but like they're like 98 pounds and like femboys. Hold on. I'll let us. He kind of looks a little short here, don't you think?
I mean, he's kneeling.
Casey, how tall are you? Casey, how tall are you? We need an answer. We need an answer. If he's 5'6", he's just gay.
There's no way he's 5'6".
179 centimeters. Let me do that in inches. 100.
That's what you're gonna start using.
I'll just do the conversion right on the tab. I'm not going to use my calculator.
He's 5'10".
Okay. That's 5 foot 0.8. So yeah, it's 5'10". Well, it's
That's
actually
5'9".
more like, yeah, 0.9. So 5'10".
I love that the chat got fucking 4 different answers. 5'10", 5'11". You said 5'8". Oh, this said 5'8".
No, it said 5.8. But that's not what it's not 5'8", 5 foot 8 inches. It's 5.8 inches, 5.8 feet. I mean, so it's 5'10". Maybe a little more. Maybe a little less. Maybe he's just gay. I don't buy that either. This guy is a liar. This guy's a liar.
Casey said, pull up the story and do a physique rating.
Okay. You see, I can't believe this came out of this.
So clearly you like the new Casey. That's your appeal.
Hold on. I'm all for femboy. We know I love Stan Moraes, but no. I mean, like, this Casey looks like a man. The other one didn't.
Shabbat Man said Dylan is for sure gay.
Dylan is for sure gay. Depends. It is Saturday. Okay. What are the memes here? Bro, there are no hoes and Covenant weapon cache here. We're on installation 04 and the flood has woken up. We're going. I don't even know what that means.
I thought it showed some Starship Troopers, so I don't know. I
don't know what that means.
How I see the world after
and also, average dress to impress player. What does that mean?
I like the nail emoji.
What does that mean?
Shout out to men who use the nail emoji.
Yeah, I kind of like using it sometimes. I'm Todd Chabot says, I'm certainly not gay, but Dylan on the other hand. I'm clipping this whole thing. I'm going to show it to the golf girl. Okay. Good physique though. What do you think, Marcus?
Very good physique, yeah. Look how high the quad separation goes. The detail.
Yeah.
And, I mean, come on, dude. I'm fucking with old school abs. Look at the mustache. Look at the bandana.
Oh man,
the chest hair. Getting his fucking Razor Ramon on.
This thing that Casey has going on, I know it's popular nowadays. Everyone does it. I know like 20 people with this mustache. I am so over the Tom Selleck cop stash kind of vibe. I am so over it. It is my least favorite trend. I'm more down with the Korean femboys than I am with this.
I mean, that sounds right though. That sounds right. Like I can imagine you saying that because I feel like the fem stuff makes you feel more. You know what I mean?
Also,
like,
which one is Casey dating? The MILF or the I don't even know what you'd describe her as.
Is that his mom? The first one, that his mom? Because
it has to be.
He gets the good genes from.
It has to be. Mullet men engage, bro. The mullet too. Oh, look at me. I'm gonna have a mustache and mullet combo. And then I'm gonna wear socks or I'm gonna wear sandals with no shoes.
Even his hands got more masculine.
Right.
See?
Right.
Lift weights. It'll get your hands more manly.
Mm-hmm.
Ma and sister. So that's his mom and his sister.
Well, I can tell you one thing. He used to be more feminine than the sister. I mean, am I wrong?
Ranchero Cheeto said
Look,
Dylan can't grow a mustache. That's
look,
why he's hating.
look. Let me channel my inner Trump here. Look, if he wasn't my follower, perhaps I'd be dating him. Look, if you told me this was a libtard girl at my local college campus, I'd believe you.
You know what I noticed? We might have to give you a timer for the amount of time you're able to look at this dude's pictures.
Xavier. Xavier's in chat
you,
too.
you spent 20 minutes on Casey,
Marcus.
which was longer than we spent looking at Samson and Dexter. This is telling.
Well, this
Shout
is
out
just
to Casey.
It's a little
At
extra
this
bonus.
point, Dylan is scrolling all the way down to like 400 weeks ago.
just a couple of girls. What does this caption possibly mean? Nothing but loaf. I hope this is a translation error, because that may be the gayest thing I've ever heard. Marcus.
Don't catch feelings, catch chlamydia.
Casey, did you used to be gay? I'm being so for real. I'm not judging. Did you used to be gay?
Desktop said Dylan is 280 weeks deep. I think he's more. I think you're click the glasses picture. 388 weeks deep. This is like the beginning of fucking Instagram.
We have some super chats. Quiet on set, please. I tune in for comparisons and all I see is gay. That's not my problem. This guy asked for a physique update and I can't tell if he's doing classic or women's fit model. Thank you, Todd.
The fact you're comparing him to fit model is just telling in itself. So Casey, we know what division.
This is when he was at his hottest. Okay, another super chat from Ranchero Cheeto 805. Dylan be looking at Casey for a little long. Thank you, Ranchero. I love that name, Ranchero. It's probably up your neck of the woods, eh?
Fuck you.
You would, but not as much as Casey would.
But even Casey's response was like just like, you know, he's the autobiographical author of his captions. He said, no, always a hetero homie, but always been esoteric.
He doesn't even follow me. Oh, he does follow me now.
You don't follow him.
You know what? Maybe I will for having me roast him for this long. I think we'll give him an honorary follow.
There's bodybuilders you haven't went 388 weeks deep on. I think he
for me, yeah, he's earned the follow.
He starts trapping Dylan. He really did.
I can't make heads or tails of this. Is this a onesie? And what are these comments? I gotta know who the people are commenting on this. We're just gonna dox all these people, but I don't really care. And then I don't know. Yeah, if Casing does offer coaching, by the way.
That was his transitional phase, right?
Coached by Casey. Honestly, if you're looking for a coach, this guy probably has to be the best one out there. He literally
looks like him.
He literally went from Twink Femboy to Giga Chad. He honestly, Casey, you need to put together a looks maxing ebook. And I'm dead serious about this. What? The Dubai Path says, I'm not used to seeing you with that many clothes on. No.
Are we about to be 288 weeks on this guy's page, Dylan?
Marcus, this is the smoking gun. Casey lied.
How'd he lie?
Look, Marcus, I'm not used to seeing you with that many clothes on. Okay. He says, yep, if only the public knew about my Only Lifters account. So he's saying they work out together and maybe they pose together, right? Which, I mean, is probably even more gay than gay sex. But in terms of bodybuilding, it's not. But that's weird, eh? This guy doesn't even work out. So it's not even a gym thing. Casey has some explaining to do.
I'm just mad we're still on this.
Okay, no, look.
No, keep going down on this guy's page.
No. Here's the problem. Casey posts a normal photo, and apparently some previous hookup says the Dubai path, called the Dubai path, says, I'm not used to seeing you with that many clothes on. Oh, this is like a woman, right? It's like a woman being cheeky. Or no, it's not a woman. That's interesting. Oh, maybe it's just a guy. They like see each other in the gym. They pose, right? Maybe, they train in tank tops, whatever. We're already stretching.
Well, you know what happens in Dubai.
And then this guy doesn't even,
path.
this guy runs. Maybe he trains a little, but and also he's in Dubai. Casey literally got flown out and got a train ran on him in Dubai. Can you believe this? Oh, Casey Paul Pavlina says he sends £5, 5 British pounds. Oh, man. I'm etching to Casey too, but it's time to move on. Wow. I think it is time to move on.
You know you're gonna keep this tab open, so don't exit. Just minimize the screen.
What is this? Okay, no, this is the last thing because this proves that he's straight. Maybe? That has to be the worst way to get into some kind of what is going on? What?
It's a pull-up assist.
What is this? Okay, fine. He's straight. He's straight. Maybe. Okay. Do you have anything else you want to talk about? I don't think I have anything funny in my save to talk about.
Yeah, Chabat Man gave you $2 and said I would never pose naked in the gym with dudes.
That's not true. He posed naked for me once. I don't think I have anything cool or interesting to look at in my saved. Sometimes I do.
Next week the saves are gonna be nothing but Casey.
Wait a minute. Wait just a minute. Oh, Marcus, do you know about Dick to Your Crack?
Like what?
It's the longest running joke on the show. Okay, it's kind of like swear on your mama right now, right? So like you're in elementary school or middle school and they're like, "Oh, guess what I did over the weekend? I did this, this, and this." And you say, "No way, swear on your mama right now. You did not do that." Okay. So the stakes are raised, right? Because you don't want to swear on your mom for no reason. So this is like Dig to Your Crack, name one Drake song. And this guy in the video can't, so he says, just slide that shit in, gang. Does that make sense?
I guess.
Okay. Then you need to take a look at the evolution. Can you read it to the class? Can you read it to the class, please?
Hey man, what's your name? It's nice to meet you. Just saying, slide it straight in dry and use me, then grape.
Yeah.
All my HBS
homeboys
and family members.
Okay. So he's like, oh, just walk down. Hey man, what's your name? It's nice to meet you. Just slide it in straight and dry, then use me, then grape all my homeboys and family members. That is a classic. Todd said he's sending nudies as we speak. I think I have one thing we can end on. Let me check. Okay, I send myself some depraved things. I'll tell you. Like some of the most. Okay, I have something we can discuss. Let me save this. Okay. What do you know about far right Twitter, and what do you know about this?
Nothing.
This is basically the triangle of mid, the triangle of the different archetypes that all men should aspire to obtain. How do you feel about this?
I'm so lost. So what? This is what like women? You saying this is what men want?
Don't you want either of these? Any of these?
I don't understand. I have no idea. I think I'm so far removed from what you're talking about. I have no idea what this is. I have no idea.
So you don't understand
at all. Are they saying that? No, I have no idea. I'm gonna try to think too deeply about this. It ain't gonna make no sense. And I'm gonna sound stupid as fuck.
Okay. Well, that was kind of a letdown. We can talk about
Here, chatbot man might save me. He said, I go for the Ooga Booga girl.
Right. Right. Okay. I have something real we can talk about. You guys have probably seen this dude. If there's no music, we can listen to this. If there's no music, we can listen to it. Let me check. Okay. There's music. You may have seen this guy. But basically, these two down here are married, right? And he's like severely disabled. Like he can't even swim. Okay.
Yeah.
And then we can hear what he has to say.
That's how you dress for Halloween.
This is why okay.
That's how you look.
Okay. Total waste of a fertile white female. Does your father know what you are doing? I mean,
yeah. So how does that make you feel?
Shout out to him.
No. If you saw your daughter dating this disabled dude, how would you feel?
I mean, she can collect a disability.
But would you be disappointed?
What if he was like fucking Stephen Hawking?
Would you be disappointed?
No.
You're a liar.
I swear to God, I would not have to worry about my daughter having sex.
You're such a freak.
Just kissing
Why
dry
are you
needles.
thinking about that?
I think I'm being dead honest.
I think these two have made videos about how, because I've seen their account before, and I think like one of their pinned videos is like, because it's a question that's asked so much, like, how do you guys boink? Like that's one of their pinned videos, if I'm not mistaken.
Does the thing,
but no, I can tell you right now, I'd be deeply disappointed if this was my daughter.
I feel bad for you and your daughter. I'd
honestly be deeply disappointed if this was my son. Look, if I ever I'm not getting married ever because I'm an incel. But if I was married and I had a debilitating disease like ALS, some kind of muscular dystrophy, or even like terminal cancer, I would fully understand that my wife needs to jump ship, and she would. I'd expect that.
Yeah. Just let me sit in my chair and watch like wrestling all day or something alone. I don't want to. If that was me, that's a different story. But I would appreciate the companionship.
Casey, I can't pull up the Ron Harris edit because there's copyrighted music on it, and it's not going to be as funny. It's just so sick. I feel bad for her. I'm not saying this out of compassion. The lack of compassion. I'm saying this. Let's just be real. If this was my daughter, I'd be disappointed. And if this was me, I probably wouldn't have made it to however old he is. He is rich, though. I know that. He is rich.
Then, I mean, honestly, like,
it's not about the money.
I mean,
it's sending a message. And that message needs to be children.
Like, repopulating the earth.
Sure, I guess. Someone says Dylan is a monster. I am. I told you I am. I think I've told you guys multiple times that I'm not a good person, and I don't wear that as a bad badge of honor. It's just true. I can unsave these.
Dylan just wants his daughter to be having like mad sex.
Yeah, with me.
I mean, yeah, the homeboy Milo Mink said he's rich. Explains a lot. I mean, I do think that this dude was living in fucking the middle of some bumfuck place, I think his mom would be strolling him around, or some woman who's his caretaker. So I do think the cash helps him, and the fact that they can promote it.
I think this has gone on for way longer than it should have. But there's a little bonus content in there. There's a little extra bonus in there. But yeah, we're gonna try to go a little bit live a little bit more.
A little bit live. What's that? A little bit live.
I'm gonna kill
fucking the gay way of Bill O'Reilly. We're going a little bit live.
Is that how I sound? Italian? Say it again.
We're going a little bit live.
Remember when you made fun of me you called me a CEO on that one live stream?
Fucking paper cut out.
All right.
I'm a CEO. Look at me, I'm a big chair.
We'll try to keep going live. We'll go a little bit live. We'll try to go a little bit live. I can't even say it anymore. We'll try to go live a little bit more. We're still doing our series every Tuesday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and we'll fill that slot with something else after we're done. But I also want to go live throughout the week as well. I think these are pretty fun, and I know Marcus is game for a lot of things. What?
I don't know, man. At this point, I don't. The rabbit hole you just took me in pause, but just
yeah.
We're going from whatever the fuck that's called in the chair, as far as the paraplegic, quadriplegic, whatever thing. I don't know what he could work, what he couldn't.
It's just a little extra bonus content. It's for my
triangle. Fucking Casey and his mewing. Shout out to Casey.
Casey has to be gay. I am convinced. In fact, I'm going to DM him after this.
You're going to DM him. You're going to DM him.
I am going to DM him after this. And then after, I'm going to ask him if he liked it. And if he does, he's gay.
I don't know. You got me doing gay hand movements this whole time. I need to leave at this point. I'm a walking nail emoji.
He keeps calling me Dill, too. I don't know how I feel about that. But anyway, that's going to do it for us. What are you doing next Friday or Saturday? Can we already schedule something ahead?
Yeah, I'm not Dean Casey. I'll tell you that much.
Okay, well, we'll be live next Friday or Saturday, probably, or sometime throughout the week. But the next time we'll be live, most definitely, will be Tuesday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for our 2010s tier list. You definitely will not want to miss that. Last super chat here from Todd. Dylan is projecting. Get it? Because it's Project Bodybuilding. Homosexuality. Yeah, I'm not projecting. I'm practicing. Yeah. Okay. Well, Marcus, I'll see you next Tuesday, if not a little bit sooner.
Yeah.
And for all the adoring fans, thanks for coming. Hit the like button on your way out the door. Subscribe for more, and I will see you all in the next video.